Hello orienteering friends, welcome to the second stage of Bohemia Orieneteering 2025. This is a long distance race. I'm running in M45 category. So here to the first control, honestly, at first I was a bit hesitating which way to go. At first I thought that I will go more to the right side along that small path that goes around that vegetation border between the non-runnable forests and the open forest, and then it's closing into control number 1. But I thought at some point that I will have to climb to the hill anyway, although there is not big ascent. So I changed my decision here at the junction, and I decided to go or continue along this path to the left all the way to those mountains or hills. Here you see how I'm deciding. That cost me 5 seconds here, and and then get to those clearings and climb to control number 1. Here my execution of the plan was not like it wasn't perfect. I didn't have to climb up to those little mountains or little hills somewhere around the middle. I could have just continued here on this next crossing, basically straight through the forest, and cut it to the next path, to that path that goes along the clearing and that non-runnable forest. It would have been easier. Here basically I climbed this little top unnecessarily, I could have just gone straight here without going uphill here, and it would have been easier. So that's something, I think I got drawn to the connection line between start and control number 1. I think this was not necessary, but then to control number 1 I had no issues finding it. The significant tree was visible, and I just ran along the vegetation boundary between the clearing and the non-runnable forest around it, and got to the control quite easily then. So yeah, the last section climbing the hill was not that hard. It was short ascent, so no issues there. Now to this next control, to the control number 2. As you can see, first I just ran through this forest. I wasn't going straight down to the clearing because I thought that it will be easier to run through this basically open forest than through this clearing that probably has some branches in it, etc. And then I was aiming for that small path that goes in between those two hills along that vegetation boundary, you know, somewhere in the middle. So that was also, I think, a good choice. And then I decided to go left, climb that hill up to that bigger clearing there, and then try to follow somewhat the direction to control number 2. I wasn't quite successful with attacking the control number 2, so yeah, I lost like a half a minute maybe there, plus what I ran. So you can speed it up or skip it to control number 2. Yeah, somewhat here I should have realized that I'm on this narrow right and that the control is on my left. I started going left too late and got to the edge of this small hill here, and now I was a bit unsure. I was feeling that I'm not at the good spot, so I returned. Okay, not yet. Still, I was, you know, searching for some signs of that, and you know, contours, etc. So that's why it took me a while. Now I saw that, even saw that control, but here the access point was a little bit fishy. I wasn't confident to jump down this small cliff. It was like 1.5 meters, maybe 2. So that wasn't very like for me, I wasn't feeling very secure. So yeah, this was a small mistake. Now to this next control, basically straight according to the bearing. I could see this small valley where the narrow ride or this small path goes, and yeah, I was aiming for the I was aiming for that small hill, you know, and it was fairly easy in my opinion here. So I was here readable, you know, you are on a top, you can see that in the map. So I was happy with this approach, and I'm not sure why I'm looking in the map again. Unnecessary in my opinion, but yeah, here it should be the control. Maybe I wasn't 100% sure where I'm. Okay, that was this branch that stuck in my shoe. So here in front of me is another competitor in my category. So here I was basically following him. Not that I could not choose my own direction, but there was not much like choice here. Basically, you had to run straight or almost straight here. The only lead you had was this clearing, so I was aiming for that. Apparently he had the same idea, so we both were running the same direction. Obviously, as you can see, he was faster, and here it is, but I haven't noticed the control because it was behind the branch, and now it's behind the tree, and I'm looking at the control. I don't see it. It was like hidden from me, but luckily there was this young lady punching the same control. She even smiled. She was like amused by my surprise that the control is not there because I didn't see it. Now to control 5. This is I think there are two choices. You can go from the right around that small hill, or to the left from the hill. So I decided to run to the right side. Here I was mainly trying to stay away from the hill and away from some trees or obstacles that would make it harder for me to run. And then I got to this road, or not a road, but you can say a vehicle road maybe. And yeah, here my aim was to get to this point where is this small narrow right, right at the sort of, there is this shallow valley that begins with this narrow right, so that was also, I was also aiming for that, so it should be somewhere here, and then basically this narrow right was giving me the direction to the control, or sort of giving direction. So I was aiming for some sort of small hill in front of me that would that I should see, and you can now see it. It's right in front of me. Although at first there is this dirt wall or something. Here I was a little bit struggling with my physical performance. That's why I'm walking, and I'm usually using this to also check the map. So now I'm going to control number 5. No issues here, and right from the control I went straight to control 6. Again, just reorient myself a little bit, took the proper bearing, and yeah, I was here again aiming for some sort of small hill or something like that. I was able to see it in front of me, so went in that direction and found the control easily. Obviously at first I wasn't that precise. I had to correct myself a little bit here, but now the area started to be, you know, like what I would expect from the map. So here on my left is the control. Again, that was easy. And now to control number 7. Well, I decided to go sort of straight. First I was aiming to that clearing with that significant tree. Here usually I take a bearing, and yeah, it takes me a while. I use it to take a breather, although I'm losing time. You know, that's where I usually lose 10-15 seconds, so it's something that I can improve in the future. And then from that clearing, again I was aiming for the narrow right and in a general direction of that little knoll. What I didn't realize is that there is this road which is also the end of a map, so I was at some point I was a little bit unsure what I'm seeing, where I am, but in any case I could just go almost straight in this direction, and without any hesitation I would get to the road and then get to the control. It was a control with a refreshment station anyways, so yeah, and yeah, we can skip to there. So now to control 8, again, this is a little bit hard discipline for me to, take a bearing and just keep it. I usually deviate a little bit, either because some obstacles or because my sense of orientation maybe is not perfect. Here it seems that I was going pretty well in the direction of the control, but I remember that I was trying to avoid some of these denser parts of the forest, these small newly grown trees, so I wasn't going precisely straight. And now, as you can see, I started walking because I was expecting the control to be somewhat around here, but because it's a small depression, it was sort of hidden somewhere here in these small forests. Yeah, here it is. And now to control 9, well, I think I could run almost straight, but for some reason I was first aiming to this small path and then ran a few meters along it until I decided to go around that non-runnable forest from the right side straight up to the control. So yeah, here I could have spared few meters, but I wouldn't say I lost much here. And to my surprise, I was fairly successful in finding the control here. So we can go to control number 9. Maybe I was successful because it was really on top and it was visible. Then to control number 10, again I took bearing, but I saw some other runners going in that direction, so I followed them also, and I remember I wasn't able to see where they punched the control, but at least I had some idea where the control is placed, so that was easy, let's say. Now to this next control, this was a long leg, and I'm not well, for me there was two choices. First, you have to get to this road that is like on my left, or path, and then there is this junction that gives you options to go either to the right or go to the left, and basically both options have these paths that will lead you almost to control number 11. And I guess right now you already see the shape of this hill, and it's quite clear that going to the right is the right option. So that's what I did, and the only issue I had was my endurance. When I was closing into control 11, I was already quite exhausted, and I started going slower and just walking a little bit as well, because but I use this time to realign myself with the map, etc. So now I will probably speed it up, or if you want you can directly skip to control 11. So you saw my little realignment with the map and you know, taking a breather. Here I finally, you know, I use this big hill on my right side, or it's not big hill, but it's some sort of a rock, and went around it between the rock and non-runnable forest here, and then basically I was aiming for this next small hill where I was expecting the control, and I was right, it was there. Now to control number 12. Yeah, here basically I could have run along these narrow rides maybe, or paths, but I think I went straight. It was fairly easy to go straight here. The forest was open, so here I'm not sure what I'm doing, why it's taking me so much time. I could have just, yeah, maybe I was just taking a breather. And yeah, control 12, again another refreshment station, so I was also looking for some people sitting there, and it was I was correct, they were there, and it was yeah, you can probably see it from here already, so I was just aiming for that. It was easy this way. Now to this next control, again a fairly long leg, and you can see that there is this quite big hill in front of me, so that's where I was aiming, although it seems to me that I'm a little bit deviating, but right now it's okay. So here again, I was trying to run straight as much as possible and reach the hill, and then take it from the right side of this hill to control number 13. It was almost the same as the day before, so that was also helpful. I think I don't see any other option. I think this one was again the best option. Yeah, I used my experience from the previous day, basically again running along the road a little bit, but I should go to the forest, yeah, and I'm going to the forest now, so yeah, now we can speed it up, or maybe you can just you know, I basically use the same approach as the day before to reach control number 13, and then the control 14 was the, you know, final control. So all the same, you can just now enjoy me running and listening to the music. Again, this was a very nice stage. I enjoyed running in this forest, and I think we had fun in the route choices and also finding the controls inside these little like stony areas, and yeah, nice. So see you at the next stage. Bye. Ugh.